Hey, what's up and welcome to the channel. I'm Dee N Ayy and you came in on a good day. So we're reacting to the Little Mermaid official trailer. I had heard about this movie happening and some of the controversy that's surrounding it, right? I hadn't really seen or read too much in it beyond just what popped into my feed from time to time. So, but I do remember about a year ago, there was some footage I saw. She was underwater, it looked mostly dark around her, but the water was like clear. Anyways, she was singing some song. I thought it was a parody video. I didn't think that was anything serious. I don't remember if that was leaked footage or a teaser trailer, I'm not sure. But what the day that dropped, however long ago, that's the last thing I learned about this movie. So I don't want to come into it with a negative mindset expecting something bad, even though that seems to be like most of the context that I've seen this presented in. So I decided we're gonna watch the trailer. I'm gonna watch the trailer myself with my eyes, and then we'll talk about what we just saw a little bit. So thanks again for tuning in. I'm Dee N Ayy and this is Sparta. And we are the Dee N Knights. Hey, I'm gonna run with that. Alright, let's go ahead and pull this up and get started.
All hands on deck! Abandon ship!
I mean, so far it looks like a good Pirates movie. You know what I mean? Okay, here's the mermaid effect of it. I feel like they could have made this movie brighter, even compared to the bright scene, but they didn't.
You broke the rules.
Interesting choice
You
there.
went to the
You know?
above world.
A man was drowning. I had to save him.
This obsession with humans has to stop.
I just want to know more about them. Ariel, don't!
Poor child. I can help you. You can't live in that world unless you become a human yourself.
Is that even possible?
It's what I live for.
I got some thoughts about that scene. We'll come back in a second.
Something about you seems different. I can't quite
Chain
figure
link
it out.
fence
She
right
got
outside the
legs,
beach. Oh,
you
it's a net.
idiot.
Okay, okay. I was like, wait, this is modern day?
I don't know how, but I know something's starting right now. Watch and you'll see. Someday I'll be part of your.
He's a human. You're a mermaid.
That doesn't make us enemies.
Why does this? I thought the characters were animated in that boat scene. That was weird. I don't know there was some real actors. It's like, how does that happen? Alright, so to go fast, my very first thoughts about what I think of the movie and what the movie's gonna be after I've seen that. My first thoughts are the parts where they try to be serious are gonna be awful, but the parts where they're just singing songs and having colors, they're gonna be really good and might even make up for the parts they try to be serious and fail. That's what I get from this trailer. The serious parts, I was kind of like, it's not really doing it for me. It's not drawing me in. I don't care about what the characters are going through at this time, right? But then when they showed some of the lighthearted parts and scenes, you know, it was like, oh, well, you know, it's just a kid little feel-good movie anyways, right? And I think there's going to be enough of that to make up for what they don't do with the serious parts. I wanted to come back to the Ursula scene, right?
A man was drowning.
He was.
A bit of what I'm going to
I just
say
want to know more about them.
actually connects
Yourself.
to it can relate so much to some of the negative things I've seen about it, right? And specifically, you know, let's get the elephant in the room. They race swapped Ariel. Some people may not like that. I know if it's characters that I care about, I don't like it either, right? Ariel was just, The Little Mermaid was just a show before. It was just a movie, you know, it wasn't like my life and my world, you know? So, okay, they race swapped her. I don't care, like, I'm not bothered by it, though you do have your hopes up, imagining your Little Mermaid, imagining seeing that on the live screen, you know, you have your hopes up on that note. And then they're like, no, we don't care. Here you go. We're going to do this. For the reason of checking a box, that's a problem. I think taking a pre-established character and changing that character, that's not what we want. You know what I mean? Like, we don't want to hijack somebody else's thing, right? We want to, just like those characters had to do in their day, right? So give us a new character that meets today's a new character for a new day, right? Give us a new character, and they can look or sound or whatever however they want, however you want your character to do that. Do it with the new character and build that character up. That's how you get people to like the character, by building the character up. So that's my take on that. Whatever, they did it anyways. Now that we're past that, let's talk about the movie. So this Ursula scene, from what I've seen in the trailer, which isn't too much of Ursula, right? I like the casting they did for Ursula. You know, they got the hair weight, they got certain facial features, right? You know what I mean?
Is that even possible?
You know what I mean? It looks like what I imagined the real Ursula would look like. Except her lights were blue on her tentacles instead of purple, you know what I mean? But I think they did Ursula well. So yeah, I think Ursula was a good casting. I have no thoughts, good or bad, about this guy. He's just a guy playing King Trident. So the CGI, there was actually that song sequence we just saw, and the underwater CGI, I think it's fine, right? Because you got to remember, it's a kid's movie. It's a kid's story, a kid's movie, right? For what it is and its target audience, it's gonna do well. It's literally built for its target audience, right? And I think a lot of us, speaking on the negative criticism I've seen, a lot of us we're expecting a mature adult film, even though it's rated G and it's based off of a children's character, right? For what it is, I think it's gonna be a watchable movie. It shouldn't be too bad in what they say in it. And I think especially when was the last time that The Little Mermaid has been released from the vault? So for all we know, there could be kids 4 years old and younger who have never seen the original Little Mermaid. So to them, this will be their new and first Little Mermaid, right? And that's what Disney is targeting right now. As a whole, they're targeting the next generation, because a lot of us have gotten to the point to where in our life where we're too busy to pay attention and really invest in all their products and stuff, right? But the kids, they have another 30 years of giving Disney money in line. So that's who they're really targeting right now, the kids, and trying to lock them in. And they're looking at what kids today are being told and shown, and they're appealing to that, you know? You can't blame them. They're a business and their purpose is to make money. So they're looking at the next 30 years of money, while you and I, we're looking at our $15 in 2 hours. You know what I mean? Like, hey, that was 2 hours and you made me watch that, and you didn't even do it right? Right? You know what I mean? They're not even worried about that. Basically, they don't care that they change the character, not just in this example, but I'm sure there's others as well. They just don't care about that, and that's cool. That's them. It's their business, it's their choice. It doesn't affect my personal life. Like I said, when you consider who the movie is, who its target audience is, this is gonna do well. It exceeds all those expectations, right? As far as the casting goes, like I said, Ursula I think was spot on. I think Ursula was spot on. So look at this shot right here. Some of the cinematography and the shots we see are gonna be cool. I did think, I should have said this way earlier. The sound. I noticed when they were underwater talking, it sounded differently. It didn't sound muffled per se, but it sounded more spacious and it had more reverb compared to when they're speaking above land. I didn't like that at first, but within the first 30 seconds or so of the trailer, I got over it and it wasn't that big a deal. But definitely something I'd noticed, and it's an interesting detail that they did for this, given that a lot of the movie is underwater. I want to rewatch Aquaman now and see if they did that there, because I don't remember in my memory. But yeah, I kind of went on a bit, we rambled, we talked, we shot, we gambled, but these are my initial thoughts on The Little Mermaid. And would I see it? Would I go watch it in theaters? Based off of this trailer, I would still watch it. I'd still watch it in theaters. I think as a kid's movie, they're not gonna focus on, there's not gonna be a line in the movie that says, we race swapped Ariel. You know what I mean? It's not gonna say that in the movie. Aside from it of happened already, because the movie's done being shot, aside from it of already happening, you're not gonna be told that or mention it. It's not gonna be mentioned in the movie. It's pointless, right? It's just an actor playing a part, right? And I think one of the main things they're trying to remind us, even if they don't know that they're trying to remind us this, is that you don't like every character because of how they look. The thing with the best characters we like, it's their personality that you end up falling in love with. It's their story you end up relating to, right? It's the things about that character, right? So as an actor, which I'm not, but as an actor, your profession is to, regardless of who you are and how you look, you're playing a role. You adopt that character, right? So as long as they don't change who Ariel is as a person, then I'm not going to be bothered about the actor that they cast to play the role. It's still going to be a good movie. I think it's fine, right? If they change who Ariel is as a mermaid, who Ariel is as a person, right? If they change those, like the core characteristics of her, then it's no longer Ariel and it's a problem. But as long as they keep the essence of Ariel, it doesn't matter what actor they cast in that role. Yeah, these are my initial thoughts. I'll still watch it. I'm gonna try to find 5 good things that I like about the movie after watching it. And at this time, I gotta learn more about Ariel, but at this time, I don't mind the race swap. Thanks guys for watching. I'm Dee of Dee N Ayy, and we are out.